Past 6 is what the time is. My name is Ifeabi Andrew. Now let's look at some headlines. We begin with what's on the Punch this morning. Remember to on World Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. Wike yet wobble. Rivers emergency rule. Wise decision by Tadoja. You'll find all of these links. CDS, CAN, PFN, seek justice for victims. Uromi, that's a place in Delta State, by the way. Uromi killings, CDS, CAN, PFN, Rivers administration dismantling federal structures. It's poverty, Mogalu, old music. Too late for Atiku to character integrity. Wike. All of those are on the Vanguard sold. All of those again you'd find on the Vanguard 002. John Winter says in Nigeria, when it concerns you, you start shouting for justice. Can't remember when the of this kind of kidnappers. George Wake confessed strategy, same approach from the same sponsor. Rivers people are aware of how people give evidence of public funds, theft under football agent with security agencies. This issue needs to be properly investigated. I don't know if you have shared any evidence with Skifu Piro. He said he would share, he would provide evidence. I don't think he has yet. Kelly Agbana says the confession of George Wike should be highly investigated. All the names he mentioned, they should be invited for interrogation. Stephen Igbikis says George Wake's allegations against the governor are all false. First looking at him, I thought he was an innocent integrity scholar, and I mean, his heart is what really not good. Aloris Spief says George Wake shouldn't have dragged his family into this dirty politics. Ogo General Justice says Edison has been Sunday Aswa, the HOS has been compromised. Too late for Atiku. Wike is very correct. In fact, Atiku is supposed to be ashamed of Ketayo Temitok. But ashamed of what? What should Atiku be ashamed of? Atiku and President Tinubu, who is older. So if he still wants to run for president, he can. Uromi, Edo State. Is Uromi in Edo State? Okay. I grew up for Wario, so Justice Ori, they confuse me. Not true. Justice Ori, thank you. Obioma Noble says George Wake is bigger than that cheap blackmail. He should apologize to Iche Nation. The confession of the HOS is a big body in this life. Thank God ability to Egbu. All the costs don't get what that happened. So that was he was going to buy to visit the security agencies and subself. Maybe he done that too correctly, so he may have done that. He said so when he does, the agencies know what to do. Otherwise, they wouldn't just jump on interrogating or investigating a person because somebody said something. That's one. At least we have heard several allegations that have been said by many people in this country, from Ogoni money for Ogoni cleanup to projects to name it, and nobody was called for interrogation because maybe, just maybe, there were no solid or concrete evidence to back the allegations that were made. I'm just saying, we've seen this happen in this state and in this country. Let's wait and see. Return from politics, Kingsley, people that are state politics. People should leave Atiku alone now this morning. I want to leave Atiku. Please. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0002. Again, 0817-923-0007 and 0817-923-0002. Please, for those of us that will be calling in, let's be mindful with how the choice of words and how we express our thoughts or ideas. We have to try as much as possible to be constructive in how we make our comments. If you don't, I might be forced to move on to the next caller. You know me. So please, let's try to be constructive and know the choice of language or words that we use when we're contributing on anything. And most importantly, keep it short. Yeah? If possible, I've advised us before, the things you want to say, you can note it down on paper. So you just hit the points and move on. Because if I also observe that if you've made your point and you're now repeating yourself, I would have to move on to another caller. All right, so let's understand and work together. Thank you very much. I'll be taking more messages. We'll get the phone lines up shortly. Okudili Uwogu says, if PDP wins FCT, you're out. Tinubu tells Wike, judging by the way things are going now, PDP or other opposition parties will still win Abuja. You think so? I don't think Wike knows what he's saying. Patoki from Nafe State. What do you mean, Paul? Mark Opone better say George Wike should be arrested first. No, he could be brought in for questioning since he's making allegations to perhaps provide necessary information or facts to back what he's saying. That's the most that the security agencies would do. Okay, King Boy says the allegations of George Wike is baseless. How can a man who has been in civil service walk up to that level, crying for money just for 1 month after resignation? Okay, let's go to WhatsApp and take some more while we wait on your calls to come in. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Someone says, good morning, Mr. Andrew. For me, I think the FCT minister collapsed because he was flown abroad after the meeting, meaning that it's purely true. And again, you hear his voice during the meeting. He was not sounding like himself. Something is wrong somewhere. Everything belongs to God. From Chokocho. I saw people posting these things on social, your own view of a moral standpoint. You don't like him. But I don't think it's fair to then wish a person death. The only time that the Bible even permits is when the person is wishing you death. Even in that case, sometimes if you choose to follow the way of Jesus, it still advise you to not, But the fact that people just jumped and you'd have to look at, and people on social media, it goes to you especially. Try, not every blog, at least try to look at this thing. Is it reasonable? One of them said the doctor confirmed plenty alcohol in his system. Are you working with the doctor? Did you and the doctor did the both of you do the analysis on the FCT minister? You now saw it, and so let's try. If you are not sure, bloggers, you can basically say, we're not sure, it's not confirmed, but we suspect that this because it's not there. So one in Elele, let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Womet. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to talk about starting here, denying the allegation. The truth is that when all these things started, we all saw them, we watched it, even when they to destroy the house of the speaker, Tamevule.
Not government at no time that we are aware of, we had all the reports, did not go out to destroy anybody's house.
No, I am saying when
they did not what you are saying. What happened? There are two different things. What you suspect, what you are saying, and what you think is different from what happened. It's a conversation of facts. So you tell us what happened. We one side have a suspicion, but you don't say when they went to destroy. No, they did not. When the people that came to the assembly, the people that did.
Yeah, good morning. Go to police by himself. Very clear. The governor, the editor here have said the same thing. That nothing like that ever happened. You will hear from the background, if you listen well, my brother, go back to that video. Nine governor, that is read now, and you hear a word, say, smile. By now, I expect the security to have gone and get okay, to come and start proving, because this is from ordinary men. We have seen this ordinarily. It's a script. From what we heard from the background, I think they did a poor editing.
All right, good news. Let's move to Yenegua. Good morning, Gift.
Good morning, Andrew. Yeah, let me handle the situation of remember that a woman cried out that some participants of this content ignore what that delegation. Then take your mind back when he went to the speaker's gate And that was where that man had his life. The one was shaking that day. The security went here to chase them out. And that was where that young man, according to them, lost his life. So that is one clear evidence of what Chijioke Iwunnor did. What people were saying concerning the minister for and pray to ask you. So they will come down because of politics.
All right, let's go to Clinton. Clinton, good morning. CIU.
Good morning, Andrew.
Yeah, good morning.
The differences that we might have, it is not ideal to wish anybody dead. Then coming back to the debacle in Rivers State, the fact remains that he who alleges must prove. The former head of service will make such claims, even saying that he is ready to provide further evidence to back up his claims. By saying that they involved in this thing, and questions must be asked, because this property that was brought down, the Harlow Chamber, is a state property that was built by taxpayers' money. So if anybody is found guilty,
about the police that was said, did that not happen in the university? If the home was good and people that thing stay on for almost a year, if I'm not mistaken, it got caught. So that one now, what is it about, or what was it about? People were arrested, were said to be behind it. In fact, there were even talks that they went and caught people that were supporting the governor and were this, that, blah blah blah. The matter it was, and then they all of what. Saying this because they invested now. So what happened? Let's not forget that part quickly. And now, because now this conversation now we are talking as though the matter has never been solved, or we've never held that nobody was held responsible for it before. Remember that people were actually not one, not two, not three people. Even the one that I think they were, I can't remember what it was they say was at the house of the father to the speaker at the time, that they had an event close to his house, and then there were calls that it was an attempt to burn the house, and then
yes, George Nweke shifting sides now. I'm not interested in the veracity of whatever he's saying, but talking to things against the principal now, just now, is my concern. It has been like that. Even that one, when Tim came and lifted them up. But now it's even an object. How are you saying that somebody who is alive is dead? I don't know who is lifting that information. And I think we need to stop it, because we are in a serious business. Everybody will die. We are not playing. Everybody here knows that Tim, who is
this one says I'm speaking for everybody. Yes, so we'll speak for everybody. Fabian Wahunoro would speak for everybody. If you speak out of terms, I will cut you. Very simple. You have to mean you would critical. You put out your job. Says which people are arguing with here now? Dr. K's allegations and counter reaction shouldn't be overlooked. This is from Dr. Emmanuel Augustus Dad. What we have on WhatsApp. We're still live on Facebook, so we're taking as much comments as we can. Send in the most that you can. This one says the accusation of against the governor is because the court said this he sent me a video. Okay, I'll look at the video, Fubi. I will know. But regardless, I'll still say it again. I think it doesn't tell well to start propagating a person is dead and you often have people carrying right. So it's balanced. Because of politics, you would also not come and forge stories or lie against anybody. Let what anybody says be what is truth and what happens. Don't go and manipulate and lie. Because if you are going to lie and manipulate to undo a person because it's politics, there's no difference between you and the person who wish somebody death. Both of you are the same. So if we want to be honest while we're playing the game of politics, let's all be honest. All right? Please. Thank you. Good morning. We'll go for a commercial now. Business news comes up at 7 o'clock immediately after that. Dozie Azubike says, so people that gathered guns en route to Kano are now hunters, and that same name hunter will not be used when it is from the south. Uromi people have been crying that herdsmen attack their women in their farmlands, rape them, and collect money about it. All of us are not happy. Okay, we'll go commercial now.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.